Alrighty everybody, it is LS Fest Friday, which I guess we'll call that day 2 since we were here yesterday on Thursday getting set up. We've got everything all set up here at the merch table, right behind the bleachers. Everything is just now getting going. It's actually about 5 pairs of cars that have been down the track, so the crowd's just getting here. We're getting ready for a test run with this car. And we made some changes after the 2-step check last night. He'll be done with his burnout in a second. So we're gonna do another 2-step check here in just a second because it was basically about half into the alcohol fuel on the 2-step last night. So I made some adjustments. I wanna try and get it 100% on the alcohol while we're sitting there ready to launch. So let's hop in and knock that out. And then I'm gonna suit up and I think we'll be headed for the lanes not too long after we do the 2-step check. Putting a little heat into it before we do the spool check here. Yeah, I thought I heard it probably. Leaking back there? Oh yeah. Looks like we got a little exhaust leak back here. I think we stuck the bolts up. Is that the side that's got helicoils in the whole thing? A little exhaust leak we might have to address there. Number one, I don't remember which one it is. Front or back. Well, he did bring his car. Look who just rolled in. How did you beat Nate here? He said you took a nap and we're behind him.
You think I was gonna let you come up here and have all the fun?
Which class are you running?
That's on.
Yes!
But Nate's running stock block.
Well, we're both like completely shooting from the hip with new combinations.
Well,
so.
we still gotta finish Nate's car when he gets here.
Yeah, he asked me to help him align it, so
yeah.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, it still needs pieces put on.
Alright, well you guys saw James is here. I guess Nate's a little bit behind him. And I didn't know James was bringing his car. I thought James was just gonna come help Nate, but I guess they're both racing. So maybe we'll be helping them out because I think James is by himself. I didn't see anybody else back there with him. But yeah, Kimber's tightening up the loose header bolt we saw there. Will tightened up the exhaust. And we're gonna spool her up here, which to make a boosted run in this car, we've got to turn the CO2 on. Because we use CO2 boost control. It basically has a timer in the computer that adds more and more pressure to the top of the wastegate for more boost. And I also have to remember to turn this switch on. If I don't turn that on, it won't make any boost. Well, it'll make like 10 pounds of boost, because that's basically what the spring is capable of holding back. As far as the exhaust energy goes and all that stuff. All right, so there's our boost number we're looking for. We want to see probably 8, maybe 9. Switches on, CO2 on. 7.8. That works. Oh, I smell alcohol. Woo. Cool. Let's look at that data log and then we'll take her to the starting line. All right, well, another spool check, because in the first one, I forgot to check the bump. Different converter, different rear gear affects how the car bumps. So we need to make some adjustments, because the old setup was a very long gear. I think it was a 340 or 350 gear, plus a tight converter, which means you barely have to bump the trans brake solenoid and the car jumps forward. With the loose converter in the car that we've got now, you have to flutter the trans brake solenoid off more to get the car to move. So we're gonna try it again. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it, because I've got to do everything with multiple hands, and because I got to hit this button and the bump button here. So maybe I'll just hold it in my lap. We'll see what happens. Boost on. Alright, we got a little bump. I think I'm gonna change the numbers just a little bit more and we'll be good to go. All right, it's time for us to go up for a test pass. I didn't get a video of Sean's car first pass, but he went 811 at 174. Had a pedal inside a 60 foot. We had a long boost ramp in it, but I think maybe he shifted back in the seat or something, because as soon as he let go of the trans brake, he slipped off the pedal. So he stabbed back in it and went at 811. So that thing should go quite a bit faster. It only went 146 to 60 foot to go 811 at 174. So we get that 60 foot down in the low 120s, and that's gonna be a 770 pass probably. So that's exciting. Time for us to go make pass. Starting line good. Thank you. Yeah, pretty weak. 512, 134.
11.
Heck yeah.
Woo! And it's still leaving soft.
Yeah, that's what.
Nowhere near as hard as we had it leaving.
Well, that's what you need for Church Street, I think.
Woo!
So.
Yeah, baby. Oh.
All right, that's Sean's best run in his car. That's kind of cool to see. Now we just got to figure out what SoccerMom's doing. All right, well, we're headed up for run number 2. And so the old girl made coolant pressure again last run. And we're gonna try and run it again. If it'll crank. All right, y'all, here we go for run 2 of the day. Not feeling too super optimistic because of the whole coolant pressure thing. Not gonna lie, kind of aggravated about it, but you know, it is what it is. And maybe we can at least get something. I actually turned the boost curve down this pass just to try and go A to B. I'm not gonna grab the scramble button. See if we can make 25 pounds of boost, 25 pounds of boost, and go down the track without making coolant pressure. But we don't know. So since we drained the coolant out of this thing, I know what you guys are already thinking. You already tried this once and it didn't end well. Nope. And it might not end well this time. But we're gonna learn something because we're tired of what this motor's doing. Obviously we're missing something somewhere, and if it blows up, it'll at least show us what the real problem is, hopefully. But what we did to keep the car cool, because the big injectors are so big that the car won't idle on them, we switched the street fuel system over to alcohol. So the alcohol running at a little ridge helps keep everything cool. We drain the coolant out, and maybe it goes A to B, or maybe it torches the head and the block again, and we start over and get a real motor. But either way, something's gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna go okay fast. I mean, a 512 or whatever it was with only 20 pounds of boost out the back door and 15 pounds of boost through the middle of the track. That's not terrible, but she should be going about 470s. But something about her is still not happy. And the EGTs all look perfect. So we're kind of thinking maybe there's a crack in the cylinder head, maybe there's a split in the sleeve. I don't know. It's frustrating. Didn't see coolant pressure. Super excited about that. I saw a 503 on the boards, which I mean, not great, but I kept my finger off the scramble button and maybe we can make another run or two.
It's been a while.
All right, well, like I was saying a minute ago, 503 at 143.75. I mean, it's not what the car is capable of, but it didn't blow up. But I gotta show you guys something. Look at that. I could look at that for hours. Like, that is absolutely spectacular. Sometimes nature's pretty cool. So I think we've got maybe one more run tonight, possibly. But if not, we're gonna go out and get some dinner. But maybe we've got another run to make. I'll let you know in the next second. TJ done got all the lights on. All right, so not quite the run. All right, so not quite the run we were hoping for. Like, hoping to go in the 80s, but it seems like it's kind of driving through the converter. And what I mean by that is, we raised the boost and the RPM went up, but the car had only picked up, you know, barely a tenth. And it really picked up a lot of RPM. Like on the stall of the converter is like 7,400. So not ideal. The converter's a little looser than we thought it was gonna be. But I think we're still qualified number 2 in the stock block class. Nate's in the class with us, shaking his car down. Should be able to go super fast with his car. He should be able to go super fast with his car. I think we can maybe go 470s, provided that whatever the engine's doing continues to do what the engine's doing. Anyways, I'm tired and I gotta go edit this video so that you guys can watch it right now. So I guess we will see you guys tomorrow. Or hopefully it doesn't rain. Oh, I did it. I said rain. Not supposed to do that.